Palazzo?
Okay,
Or like
welcome,
game?
ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Jamal Good, and this is a new episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast, Season 2, Episode 4. And we're just going to jump right into the conversation
We're
about
gonna
Amber
jump right
Moon.
into the conversation.
Yes, we are. Your
No
thoughts?
Jump right
introductions,
into
no
the fire.
nothing. Yes, right into
Let's
the
go.
fire.
I mean, I saw what she said about.
You want to announce the topic? Or like just
We're talking. I just said we're talking about Amber Moon and her
Okay.
comments about one of the reasons why she left the WWE. It
Well,
was
she didn't
because
leave. She got released. Remember?
yeah, leave, release. Same.
I mean, if you say that you
it's
don't
a
want to
tight rope.
resign,
Wait a minute, hold on. Allegedly,
right?
but
If they tell you to shave, then you don't want to shave. I can't say, hey, what it is.
Okay, so the Ember Moon thing. So I remember reading it why I sent it to you in the first place. I know she said one thing they was talking about was making her more like Mandy Rose, and you said not everyone can be like Mandy Rose. Which, let's be fair, she's not completely wrong.
so and I agree with that. Everybody can't. But here's my take on it, and it sucks to say that's the way they sell it. But we got talent. It's a difference between the Diva era and now, because now you don't have to do that to sell yourself. You can sell your shirts and all your merchandise by being a great wrestler.
Jamal, just stop it.
What?
There's a phrase to it. It's called "there are levels to this." And
I was about to say being sexist. Go ahead.
No. Ember Moon wants to live her career as to look like an indie star, as Buddy was saying. You're in a different league now. You're in sports entertainment. There's a certain look that you have to portray, and again, us, we don't like it. We don't agree with it. But when it comes to WWE, there's more. They're preparing you for something more than just wrestling, and I think that's the mindset that you have to remember, is that it's not just about wrestling. So, and it's hard because hardcore wrestling fans, that's the beginning start. It's the wrestling that captures us. But with WWE, they're like, listen, yes, you're a performer, you're a wrestler, but we want to take you to another level. So that's where you have people like Sasha doing movies, doing the video, like people expanding themselves outside of what they typically do. And Go ahead,
Hold on,
Will.
brother Chris. Go ahead, brother Will. Go ahead, brother Will.
No, before you do that, hey, I'm joined today by Will, Chris, and Buddy. Go ahead, Will.
Whole name Bobby. Goddamn, you never say my name right.
So the funny thing about that is, like, you're not wrong, but you also gotta take in the fact that not everyone, despite everything, is gonna make it to that level. There's a reason why only a handful of people make it to like Hollywood TV movies consistently. Not everyone's gonna get to that level, and not everyone can. And people that do, not everyone's gonna stay at that level. Why do you think we haven't seen Randy Orton in the movie in like the last how many years?
Because
he was horrible.
Because he went AWOL, and the Marines was like, yeah, we don't like him. That's what happened with Randy Orton.
But this is the thing. I'm not going to turn the full floor down. I'm not going to turn the full floor down because I ain't doing no.
Yeah, you're living in the house. Yeah.
They all are actors, and they all have a certain level of acting. You got your John Cena's and your Roman Reigns and your Hulk Hogan's and your Triple H's and your Rocks that's in like the Fairy. But then you have your people like I can't say the Miz because he actually did good.
But Jamal, but you have to look at. I guess you have to look at it from the WWE system versus the person that. I mean, well, most of them come from the indie scene, but your hardcore indie wrestler, like an Adam Cole. Let's take Adam Cole for example. Okay. Do you think if Adam Cole stayed, do you really think Adam Cole would be able to last as a WWE superstar? Because Adam Cole is a professional wrestler. He's not an entertainer. He is a professional wrestler. And I think that's the hard part for a lot of them. They can't see the other side of the business. I think they just see, hey, I go out, I'm here to wrestle, perform for the fans, and that's it. Where WWE says, yes, you're an entertainer for us, and you're going to entertain in various arenas. So I think that's the part that they can't see is that they only see wrestling. That's all they know. Wrestling. They don't see the entertainment aspect of it.
But it goes back to what I said. Even those that can see the entertainment aspect doesn't necessarily mean they'll fit within the company. Look at Bray Wyatt, for example. This man had entertainment. He got the entertainment part down, but that doesn't mean that he was going to be a good fit for that company as a whole. Which is why he's not there anymore.
No, he's not there no more because they were saying, "Hey, with your character, we want to do this," and he was like, "I don't want to do that anymore." So he left. He quit.
Well, as most performers, they want some form of creative freedom with what they do. Even Hollywood actors are the same way. Mm-hmm. There's no real difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Ed Norton can't isn't in any movies. Let me say this. Full disclosure. If you can't do a sit-up, and I don't want to look at that, and I say, hey, Pudgy, do a sit-up, that's what the problem is.
Did you like Abdullah the Butcher?
Huh?
Did you like Abdullah the Butcher?
Abdullah the Butcher had hepatitis C, and he shouldn't have been wrestling. I mean, all I'm saying is
he was the original New Jack.
Right, right. He was original. No, Abdullah the Butcher was a savage. That was what he came out as. If you are trying to be a marquee person, you have to realize that you need to do a sit-up or two. That's the problem with AEW and WWE. If they put down the video game controllers and did a sit-up, we wouldn't have this issue. Yeah, I should not have a better body than you, and I don't do a sit-up. Their body looks horrible.
Yeah, there are a lot of them that are very loose. They have loose skin.
We gotta say the truth on this podcast. If you are loose with the body and you jiggle when you wiggle, if you're not Samoan, you're not going to get away with that.
But and I'll take it. I'll take that. And Chris, I know you won't hear this, but there are 200 plus categories on Pornhub.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Okay. No. Let's take it to the next degree. Let's take it to the next degree. Okay. Since we want to go to Pornhub, let me say it like this.
Hold up. You have a lot of shout out to who?
Babe Rose.
My man. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is you have a lot of different categories, but only certain people win awards.
Right. Yeah. What is they're racist.
So they're not racist. If you put time and effort into your craft,
okay,
and be like, oh wow, if you walk down the street and I can't recognize you as a regular wrestler, that's an issue.
But the difference, and I guess it's not really a difference. I was going to say the difference between the two is that in the WWE is controlled by, I would say, 4 people on who gets the spotlight and who has the time to perfect their craft. Like I said before, they say go put that grab the wrestlers.
Have you seen her last matches? Huh?
She was a good wrestler. No,
her stuff was going over her britches. Nobody want to see that.
She's like Deanna Purrazzo, because Deanna, it looked like from when she first came into NXT to when she left, I was like, whoa.
And so the funny thing about Ember Moon,
So the
funny about Ember Moon is so as I read more, the thing about Ember Moon is she was actually willing to work with them. That was the thing. She was actually willing to work with them. Because, so they had the idea of Ember Moon going on a losing streak, and she gets frustrated and turn heel and kind of go back to her War Goddess ring gear without the contact. They was willing to do that, but they dropped it in the process. Because she said so. She was willing to do so after they dropped the tag team with her and Shotzi. She was willing to do it.
But I think Hunter Triple H having his heart issue, I think sealed the deal that her fate was done.
No, look at it like this. Let's take all our personal feelings out of this and step backwards, all right? Look at all of the female wrestlers. Better yet, look at all the black female wrestlers. She's not top 5 in WWE.
Who you got? Sasha? We did this a couple weeks ago. Sasha, Naomi,
Bianca.
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 There's not a lot because Lash Legend, she's on her way out eventually.
What's
No, put her on the list. She's still there. That's
Lash
4.
I guess you can say Tamina.
Yeah. No, she's Samoan.
What's wrong? Wait a minute.
Paul Mooney said
that's black.
Samoans are blacks.
Okay.
Samoans are blacks.
All black.
When police pull them over, when police pull them over, they don't say, "Wow, are you Samoan?" No, they say you're N-word.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the police say. Yeah. Let's put it out there. Paul Mooney said it.
And my cousins keep getting pulled over down to Florida, so you know.
Oh, did y'all see that video?
Jamal, they are not your people. That's not your cousins.
It's my peoples.
You know what
They're
I mean?
not your people.
How you gonna tell me how I identify? I identify as a Samoan.
You can identify as a fighter jet for all I care. That's not reality.
Look. It's in my blood. Right there.
No. Sugar's in your blood, you diabetic bastard. All I'm saying is
that lies the problem.
All I'm saying is Amber had points to what she was saying. I'm all for it. But don't toss shade on certain people because they were better than you. That's all I'm saying.
So I don't think he was trying to intentionally throw shade on Mandy. I think he was trying to bring up a point though.
I agree with that.
Because mind you, though, remember we didn't say this. We didn't really say much about when Big Swole was making the criticism. So why should we say something about when Amber Moon's criticizing? Her point.
No. I'm with you.
Who made it? You broke up. Will.
No, Will's saying that we didn't criticize Big Swole. Why are we criticizing Amber Moon? I'm not criticizing either one of them.
I didn't like Big Swole.
I understand her truth, and hopefully, she do a sit up. That's all. I mean, you bouncing around. I get it. But either marry a Samoan or do a sit up.
But to Will's point, I think it's almost like passive aggressive. Like, why go after Mandy Rose and not go after Sasha? Like, are you trying to say that, they want us to look like these glamorous white women? Because it's interesting that she went after not unless somebody outwardly said, we want y'all to look like Mandy Rose.
She ain't say nothing about Naomi. She ain't say nothing about Bianca.
Yeah, so that's passive aggressive to me. And that's why I said in our text group that she ain't down. No, I'll leave it alone.
All I'm saying is she's doing all she can do so she can say your truth. Hopefully Tony Khan pick her back up so she realize what she got. Because it'll be amazing AEW dark match.
But it did seem a little weird that she brought up Mandy Rose, but in that same aspect, consider that she was on NXT, Mandy Rose would technically be the standard.
Not at that time.
But she wasn't. Oh, she did go back to NXT. I'm sorry.
Mandy was on NXT around that time.
I can see
NXT, but she wasn't the top. She wasn't the top person. At that time, it was.
But Mandy was on TV every week.
Yeah.
And she was being set up to be the top.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah. I agree.
But is that real? Because that's Mandy's gimmick. That's been her gimmick. The golden goddess and all that stuff.
That's the point. That's my point. That's okay. My point is this. Yes, is it a little weird she brought Mandy Rose? Yes. However, I can see the point behind bringing up someone like Mandy. He comes back from the main roster. He's being set up to be the top star in the women's division of NXT. So by logic standards, you will want some of the other women to be on that same path, but not all your women are going to go on that same path.
But we already saw that at NXT. She's on SmackDown right now, better known as Sasha Banks. We already saw that gimmick, so it would just be recycling the same gimmick.
Sasha Banks
You the same thing.
Sasha's thing was different than Mandy. Sasha wasn't built as this sexy goddess, this sexy woman. People just saw her as sexy. Sasha's thing was, I'm the best, I'm the boss, I make all this money, and I win gold. That was Sasha's thing. Mandy's thing was all about looks. So there's a difference. But
Yeah.
which is even funny because of the fact that didn't work on the main roster, but it works on NXT right now.
Because the people, the fans are perverts.
They're not perverts. Don't call them perverts. Don't call them perverts.
It's
Johnny
a
strong.
hates.
Gamma-mania. Did you forget about that?
Yeah, I mean,
first of all, I am applauding women's femininity, making sure that they are responsible enough to take over their career and what they want to do. If you sell the story,
do a sit up. That's what you just told him to do.
No, I said I didn't want to look at her. It's a difference.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If Jan's bringing sides to Thanksgiving, don't blame me. Don't blame me.
Look.
I'm the victim.
In Nikita's defense, he did a lot of stuff before she went to be singer. I think he was an actor and whatnot.
Yeah. She was in Wow. She was in Shimmer.
Yeah, like singer, actor, mixed martial arts. So Nikita had a lot of stuff going in to WWE already. So she already had a lot of stuff kind of set for her, which I wouldn't be surprised if I say this time next year, if not sometime later on this year, she becomes NXT Women's Champion.
If she don't leave, I got a feeling she ain't gonna be around for more than 2 years.
Probably not.
That roundhouse kick, I love it, but that's dangerous.
I mean, if done properly, some of the Malachi Blacks, yeah, it is dangerous.
She uses whales. She doesn't pull back at all. I'm like, ooh.
All I'll say is just don't let her get in the ring with Becky Lynch.
Becky will die. Nothing against Becky, but Becky. No, I want to. Okay, personal bias. I want to see Asuka versus Nikita. Stiffness versus stiffness.
Oh, she is not strong style at all.
She's
gonna cry.
No, she is not strong style.
No. I can see Asuka giving her that look that she gave Nia Jax, and I will murder you.
She hit her wrong one time, and she'll Brock Lesnar that chick. Real quick.
She was like, "Oh, you want this arm? You want this arm? Oh no, it's mine now. Oh, it's mine now." It's like, no, you better leave her alone. Watch making food porn on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
Leave my Empress alone, yeah.
I know what it is. She be sitting there. Oh, let me eat this for the camera. Whatever.
You know what, buddy?
Speaking of
tired of your shenanigans.
Speaking of eating this for the camera, the WWE also released other wrestlers again. We're back to releasing wrestlers again.
No one cares. No one that list.
Performers from WWE.
Put some fake names in there and see if anybody cares.
Dexter Lumis.
Hey, Jamal,
Malcolm
I think
Bivens.
Not everybody was released. Malcolm Bivens was not released.
No,
he didn't resign his contract. So that's.
Let me finish the list first, then we'll break it down. Dakota Kai, Dexter Lumis, Malcolm Bivens, Persia Priada, Harlan, Draco Anthony, Paige. Yeah, I ain't even gonna try that name. Sanjay George, Meladia. I'm destroying this.
Let's just say 10 people got let go. 2 people didn't resign. Dakota Kai didn't resign, and Michael Bivens didn't resign.
So Dakota Kai's thing was Dakota Kai figured that she probably wasn't going to last that long. I think she saw the writing on the wall for her, and just figured it was best not to resign.
Because all her friends, everybody in that house got fired except for her.
AKA, we're not gonna sign your green card, so go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Where's she from? Australia?
Yeah.
Now Malcolm Bivens, that's an interesting case right there.
He's doing comedy now.
Really?
That
I
makes
liked him
sense.
when he was in ROH. He was great.
He in comedy. He's doing comedy now. He already booked a bunch of shows. He was like, I'm ready to go.
So is T.I.
Well,
Hey, shout out T.I.
Wow.
Well,
As for Harlan, so the reason they got rid of him is because the company felt as though he wasn't progressing that well in the ring.
Yeah.
What about Dexter Lumis? I thought that gimmick was getting over.
Dexter Lumis is an interesting case altogether because wasn't expecting him to get released. I mean, granted, dude's like 38 years old, but I still wasn't expecting him to get released sometime soon.
bingo, there it is.
If you can't pick it up by 35, then let it go.
Well, you got to think. They don't let him talk. The one thing that works for LA Knight, even though LA Knight is like almost 50 years old, I mean, almost 40 years old, he can talk on the mic, and now he's coming up as a manager.
Right.
So
yeah, but that was Dexter's thing. Dexter's thing was he doesn't talk. That's what made his gimmick work for him anyway.
Right. He gonna come out with the Malachi Black voice, buddy.
I'm here to fight everyone, and can you please stand aside? I'm gonna fight everything. I don't understand what's going on.
So
I'm really mean.
Here's my question: do we see Dexter Lumis joining Malachi Black and his crew?
I see Dexter going back to Impact Wrestling.
I can see him going back to Impact. He made his thing in Impact.
Yeah, because before he became Dexter Lumis, he was Samuel Shaw.
Right.
Granted, they might alter the gimmick a bit and make him less stalkerish, but yeah. Oh, right.
And plus, right now with this, and we can't forget, right now with the current atmosphere, you can't have that type of character.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, back in TNA Impact Wrestling days, Dexter Lumis, aka Samuel Shaw, was granted he didn't start that way, but eventually he was built to be kind of a stalker. And his first victim, funny enough, was then ring announcer Christy Hemme. So yeah, he had an obsession with her and was stalking her for a bit. And anyone that got close to her, he wanted to fight or wanted to take out.
Imitate life.
So if he does go back to Impact Wrestling, they're probably going to tone down the gimmick to make it less stalkerish, but still keep the creepy vibe with it, which is fine. And if I have him talk more, if you want to hear him talk, then check out his time in Impact Wrestling and TNA Impact Wrestling.
But the interesting thing that I find with a lot of these guys, I guess staying in America is always good, but I haven't seen many of them want to go to New Japan. Like, I think they'll do the New Japan in LA, but none of them actually want to go over to Japan. I would think if you never wrestled in Japan, why not go over there?
Because everything is not gold. Everything glistens not gold. And doing strong style every match.
Put it this way. There are some people that you can tell will not last long in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I was about to. Because a lot of them are not built for that.
Because you gotta realize racism over here are not directed to certain people. So when you go over there and you face racism, you're like, whoa, I'm white. Yeah, you still a guy, Jane. We don't respect you.
Not only that, but New Japan, they hit hard.
Yeah.
They give no qualms. They will hit you with that. They will hit you with that best shot and will want you to take it.
Yeah,
my other fan, because the Yakuza, they don't play. Don't mess with them.
They would do what they would do what Walter does to people on a regular basis.
Yeah. There's no soft style over there. Everything is, I'm gonna kick your head off, and you better not cry.
Don't mess with my other fan in Ireland either, because they don't play either.
Like New Japan, when Shinsuke was there.
Oh, how'd that go?
His boy, like he was literally trying to take your head off with that knee. Kazuchi Okada, he's trying to take your head off. And much to Buddy's dismay, Kenny Omega's V-trigger, he was trying to take your head off.
I mean, he had to do that though. I mean, like over there, everyone wants
to harm you, and you can't do nothing about it besides take it and fight back.
Well, that's why after Vader got his eye taken out by Stan Hansen, I guess that was when the light bulb kicked on for him. I guess I got to go ahead and start.
He never went back.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, no, that's when Vader started knocking people silly in WCW.
Yeah, and he got in trouble when he went to WWE because that's why he always got fired. For when he had Shawn Michaels was like, "Don't do that here."
I'm here.
But look at him now. He made the Hall of Fame, so it really doesn't matter.
Wow.
And I'll say this. Go ahead, Will.
No, I was saying if you look at a lot of people that WWE has right now, let's be 100% fair, 90% of them will not last that long in New Japan, including, and I'm be honest, including Roman Reigns.
No, Roman Reigns he wouldn't even be able to survive in AEW, let alone New Japan.
First of all, he's not going to survive with that because he got cancer.
Buddy, I thought he was supposed to be PG today. I thought he was supposed to keep it
say
clean.
a lot of other things. I ain't saying nothing.
I
ain't cussing. I'm not cussing. I'm just saying if he goes there, he got to worry about more than coronavirus.
Yeah, wait. Did you? I missed that. Did you say he would survive in New Japan?
I said he would not survive because he had
I know
cancer.
And I said he wouldn't be able to he wouldn't even be able to survive in AEW, let alone New Japan.
One kick to the stomach.
If you look at the current roster right now, unless your name is say Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens, you're probably not going to survive that long in New Japan.
Even MVP did. He said he enjoyed himself, but he came back and Shelton Benjamin when it was a tag team, and no one talks about it.
But see those two, I can see them survive in New Japan. But that's those two as an example. We all know Brock Lesnar went there, conquered, and came back, so he's out.
He's still got that belt. He's still technically the champion.
Rick was over there.
What was that? I think we lost Will. Chris, you still there?
What?
Will, you still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
No, you were saying something. You completely broke up.
Oh, Chris saying something. I had to stop talking.
Okay. But I mean, realistically, it takes a lot to go over there and work in the dojos. And one, you got to be humble. And a lot of this generation is not humble enough to be in Japan. And that's why when people come over here, they be like, hey, I'm living the time of my life because I don't got to get hit this hard. I can get paid the same amount of money if I don't get hit if I go over there. No.
Right. I can pay the same amount of money and I ain't got to worry about my head coming off doing a regular match.
Right.
Unless you're facing Walter, then at that point you got to worry about getting a heart attack.
You just got to take that. I mean, I could see Sheamus or Drew McIntyre doing the tour over there. But why would I?
Sheamus and Drew, I can see them going there only if they wanted to.
Yeah, but why would I? I mean, I'm over here making more money over here than I'm gonna make over there. And they'll face real racism over there because they really don't like guy J's over there.
Talking about over there, did you guys see Bobby Lashley take that fall?
Yes,
I saw that.
Yes, and he was not happy about that because he hit the ropes, and Rose was like, "Nope."
Yep.
like not today.
And you 200+ pounds. Shit.
But do you see what he did with the next match? When next time he out there, he tested the ropes. Like, yeah, I'm good now.
I would too.
Yeah,
I would too.
And Drew's face was just like, "Oh,
shit."
Like, do we continue? Like,
they ain't throw the X, so it's all good. But yeah,
no, they did that.
That was a scary moment. Well, let's go ahead and talk about some shows, Robert. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw.
This Raw seemed like Raw after WrestleMania. They did everything plus a little bit to make everyone excited.
That opening segment with Randy Orton, I liked it. I enjoyed it, especially having Cody come out.
Right. It was a good thing. I thought they were going to bring Ted DiBiase Jr. out, but knowing him, he has a stomach.
No, he can't. His family's getting caught by the feds, so I don't think he'll be coming out of it.
His family getting sued right now.
Ugh.
Yeah. The feds the feds are after them for fraud.
Yeah, so he probably wouldn't have been to make anyway.
I mean, if he's willing to sell that $1 million belt,
it's not $1 million, Jamal.
$500 for him.
You mean $150?
I could go cheaper too. Anything to help him out. So
It's probably like 50. It's probably like 50 cents at this point.
Hey, look, as long as he signs it, I'm good. But anyway,
Put that in.
Sonya
You got
Deville,
it? No.
is she championship material?
Oh,
Sonya
Deville?
Deville. Yes.
oh, I'm interested in this because now I want to see how of a heel she's going to become. If they're gonna put a faction around her.
Because
Who would you do?
this ties into the figure in power abusing the authority figure abusing their power to try and get the leg up and whatnot.
Which speaking of which, is a great mode in my favorite wrestling game, WWE 2K22. Go ahead.
You don't even have the game.
You gonna mess around and be like, I do now.
Would you like to see my PlayStation?
Where you going?
List of games?
So you bought the Rey Mysterio edition?
No. I bought the Ultimate Rey Mysterio edition.
So you still want a Rey Mysterio edition?
At least look into the camera when you try to get advertisements. Look into the camera. Look into the camera.
I brought the Rey Mysterio edition, the Ultimate edition of WWE 2K22, and I love it. It's the best game, wrestling game.
Yeah, so get back in here.
To this date.
Have you played the have you played Rey Mysterio story mode?
I have not. I was waiting to finish some of the other modes first before I got to that because I want to be engulfed in that mode itself, and I would like to just focus on that one mode. Go ahead.
So, all right. So by engulfed, are you talking about you want to sit there and not rage out and shout all sorts of explicitness while you playing as Rey Mysterio?
No, what's my favorite wrestler? What's wrong with you?
So
anyway, hold on. We're not doing this. We're running time.
Right.
On Raw, what else happened?
With a straight face.
Oh my god.
The almost Bobby Lashley saga continues after a feat with wrestling. I actually heard Almost talk over the weekend. Oh my god.
What?
That's why he need MVP.
Jesus.
That's why he sounds like he has a bunch of things in his mouth. Please shut the fuck up.
His voice doesn't match his height.
So speaking of almost, I didn't know he had a brain tumor at one point.
Yes, that's exactly what I heard talk about. Like that, yeah.
The brain tumor.
But yeah. The BBN and the BBN had a arm wrestling match, and BBN Lashley beat BBN almost.
I don't see what the point of this feud is. I don't
know. Can't give you an answer.
I don't know. It's painful every time I don't understand what y'all want from me because I don't care.
the Kevin Owens and Master Shake's son saga continues.
That's hilarious. It's hilarious because he makes me believe that it's two different people now. It's not
and apparently Kane got in on the fun too. in a digital exclusive, my name is Ezekiel. Ezekiel is my name. Came across Glenn Jacobs, and he mentioned that he was Kane, and Kane busts out, Glenn Jacobs was like, oh, I know about Kane. He's a great guy. This and third. I'm like, Kane, you are funny, petty but funny.
Where do you see this leading with the Ezekiel character?
I mean, do I see people speaking with Zeke? I don't know.
We're getting fired.
Probably.
Bingo. By SummerSlam, they were like, yeah, I'm done.
I see him.
Yeah, they'll see
pulling a Jay Lethal. Pulling a Jay Lethal and coming out on TNA with some madness black and white gear on. See it? He looks just like him.
That was supposed to be his thing when he first came back, though.
That was really scrapped the idea.
Stephanie didn't like
he was supposed to come out looking like Macho Man, but they nixed it.
We finally have a name for Brood 2.0. and it's called
Judgment
Day.
I love it. I love it. I'm all for it.
I like it. I like it. Speaking of name changes, Tommaso Ciampa will apparently go by Ciampa now.
Copy
But
Pac-Man.
I like Judgment Day. I like Judgment Day. I like the pay-per-view. I like the group name.
And
although I never
soon to come,
I never played the
game. And soon to come, Rhea Ripley. She has to join that faction.
Yo, let my nightmare commence her own Judgment Day on Liv Morgan.
The only way they can mess this up if they switch it and be like, Liv Morgan joins
Judgment Day.
And because she went crazy, I'm like, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
Well, here's a person that could join Judgment Day. Alexa Bliss.
She recently just read she's waiting for the WWE to give her a call because they have nothing for her right now.
They trying to figure out Bray Wyatt coming back. And that's what that's what hold on. That's if y'all seen what's China, the fake China, Nia, your cousin Jamal, Nia Jax saying that certain people got blackmail on other people, so that's why they couldn't get fired. She was talking about Alexa Bliss.
Hold on, say that one more time.
Nia Jax put a tweet out and said that certain wrestlers got blackmail on certain other people. That's why they can't get fired. That was a shot at Alexa Bliss because the whole situation with Buddy Murphy and everything else. It was like other stuff going on. Yeah.
Oh wow!
From the grave, she still tried to do shots, even though she's one of the most dangerous wrestlers within the last 50 years.
Speaking of danger, Speaking of danger, let's go ahead and talk about this next match, which I grade as a D. Nikki Lyons versus Lash Legend on NXT.
When did we jump to NXT? When did we jump to NXT?
Yo, my transition.
We didn't even talk about
shit this week. We didn't talk about the main event. The main event was magical.
No, hold on. We didn't even talk about the return of Ali. The great Ali, the hashtag free Ali.
Yeah. The whole my religion will stop me from doing this, and my disregard, and Winston gave him a goddamn.
To sum that up, it was my contract sold my ass. Now I gotta go back and wrestle. There you go. That's something that real easy.
What happened to keeping it clean, Jamal?
No, I just natural cussing.
How am I gonna pay for these kids? He started. He said, "Am I gonna?" He was like, am I going to go back to Southside Chicago and police them Negroes, or do I want to go back to be told by Vince? I think I'll go back to Vince.
When he realized Tony Khan is not really Muslim, he was like, I kind of sold myself. Myself. Let me come on back home, boss.
Khan is just your last name. He's like, Khan is just your last name? Oh,
you not down for the carbs? You don't observe Ramadan? Oh, so we still eating. Y'all eating. Okay, let me go over here now. Let me go over here now. Let me leave stage right.
So much sponsorship. But yeah, Ali returned.
He saw Tony Khan eating some pork ribs.
Ali made his return. The Miz, in theory, referenced the fact that he was gone. Which he said, which he was fine with in the process. So,
I mean, they're gonna air it out because everybody knows. Everybody like you can't hide that because he was the one who put it out there. So it's like let's just get over it and let me put back in my lower mid card role so I can still pay for my families.
But so that leaves another thing too. Like I said, Ciampa came after his match with Ali. Ciampa came out and attacked him. And from my understanding, this is what Vince is doing because he feels a lot of people are miscast as face or heels. Mm-hmm. So he's switching things around. So Ciampa is now a heel on the main roster. Mm-hmm. Ciampa's not heel on the main roster. So we'll see how that works out.
Speaking of heels on the main roster, let's go and talk about
the interesting thing about Ciampa.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Chris?
All right, we lost Chris.
Jamal, you good?
Paused. Yeah, no, you paused. You paused like for a good 5 minutes, and you had that creepy look on your face.
What were you trying to say, Chris?
No, I was waiting on Jamal. I thought it was Jamal's phone because he had this face. I'm like, man, this man look like he having an epileptic.
No, we all looking at you like,
yeah, we waiting for you.
Oh, I guess it's me. My bad.
Go, what were you saying, Chris?
About Ciampa?
No, go ahead.
I need y'all to talk about something so I can do a transition into this.
All right, so
match.
one of the things I see with Ciampa, they making him a heel, and I'm liking it. And now he's going against Ali. So it's like I want to see how this is going to go.
So my question is going to be this: which version of heel Ciampa are we getting? Are we getting DIY breakup Ciampa, NXT champion Ciampa, or Indie or Ring of Honor Ciampa?
The one that beats up Muslims.
No. Wow.
Wow, buddy. Wow. That sounds like post DIY Ciampa, but okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. He got like. Damn. I mean, because he's coming back with the babyface, so you need somebody that's going to face him and be like the whole like.
But what you should have did was bring him out this week, tag with Ali next week, and then do a DIY change on him.
Nobody will believe that. Nobody will believe that. Nobody will believe that.
It wouldn't work because the reason it worked with Johnny is because not only were they team together, but they generally were friends. Similar to the Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn scenario, they're genuine friends. So seeing the betrayal hit harder.
Right.
Build that storyline up. Don't just come up right away.
You got to realize. Depends where he is. Mustafa Ali's gonna be the heel, just because the bald white guy with a goatee fighting a Muslim. So we got to put it out there. So when you go to the Midwest, no, I'm being real. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? Because IWC is mad at the IWC is mad at Ali because they fought for him and he crumbled and came back to WWE. And then you got the other side of people who just want some wrestling. And they see him, they're like, yo, like what? So he has to do something to make sure that he's a heel. So bust him inside his heel, and that's how it's got to go.
Oh, speaking of heels, apparently the other Muslim guy, Mansoor, he's a heel now, joining LA Knight's group.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put the line on the sand. Like these tweeners, people need to know. Huh?
Is that a pun? Is that a pun?
Buddy.
Yes, buddy. Sir. Codename Bobby. What's up?
Speaking of lions in the sand, let's talk about the lioness, Nikita Lyons, facing up against
Get the fuck out of here. No. You are not going to steal my thunder.
That was the best match this week. I don't care what none of y'all say. That was an epic match. And I'm waiting for, she's going to be the Cena versus RKO with these two.
On this show, watching me bite at the chomp to go into my transition to this dumbass match, and then y'all gonna take that from me? Yo, that's bullshit. I was waiting, and you saw me waiting to talk about this dumbass match. Okay,
it was the best match this week. It was the best match. I don't see what was the bad thing about this match, Jamal.
Hold on.
Why can't two women have a 5-star match, Jamal?
Okay. No,
huh?
Wait,
why do you hate the women's division, Jamal?
No, I
because I do. It sucks. This match was horrible. Okay,
Jamal,
negative 5 stars.
Jamal, what was wrong with my transition though?
You stole it from me. There's nothing wrong with the transition. Because you saw me like, yo, I kept trying to creep it in. I was about to say, guess what else the IWC hated? This next match. But you took it
all
from
you got to do is just spit on it and run around, real hard. Somebody will like it. Either you or the other person. It doesn't matter. Okay, so one of the things that we have to look at is that these two people, they're young, they're inexperienced, and they have to work it out. But I love the match.
So you think that's why they're going to put her with Natalya next?
Yes, because she has to. That's the thing. Somebody has to groom her to be a good wrestler, and that's what I mean. It is what it is. You know, she ain't going nowhere, and that's why. And that's why she's going to be a great person.
What else happened this week? What else happened this week on NXT? Aside from the main event segment, I'm trying to think.
Nothing. Let's move on.
Oh wait. So we were supposed to have a debut match from can't remember his name, from NXT UK. But yo, let me about this. Grayson Waller, you know you're doing something right when even the heel commentator does not like you. Because Wade Barrett is a heel commentator. This man stems from Mandy Rose. He has no problem with something like Duke Hudson when he was heel. But when it comes to Grayson Waller, he does not like him. So you know you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, that was this debut match. Grayson Waller and Ace Cross said, "Screw all that, I'm taking over," and then he guys ass handed to him. And as far as the main event segment, yeah, Joe Gacy with the creepy stuff. I think he's going with a inclusionary Undertaker gimmick with the inclusion druid.
Right.
Which I'm surprised they're wearing black and not rainbow color robes.
Nope.
That's all we need is another Undertaker. Speaking of dead, oh man, that was a wrong transition. I'm so sorry.
Yes, it was.
We had
the Owen Hart.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll take the hit for you.
Oh my.
Speaking of dead, let's go into the Owen Hart. The Owen Hart
qualifying match.
The ladder match. It was a ladder match, right? Whoever survived.
No, it was a regular match between FTR.
I'm so
all right,
sorry.
so that match, if you like the Bret Hart ones, all right. So when I watched it, I was like, "There's something about this match that I hate. I don't know why, but it was something I disliked." Then when
you don't like FTR?
No. I don't. But it was the fact that they redid a match.
They've been doing that for like the last couple moves.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They keep redoing homage to certain matches. So they did Owen Hart versus Bret Hart. I remember when I was a child, I hated it. Because Bret Hart has the personality of a dead cat. So it was just like, why am I watching this? Like,
it's the excellence of execution.
Right. Okay. That's all he had. He kept saying it over and over again.
The best that ever was.
That's it. That's all every promo he just ended. I'm like, give me something else. You know,
but this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Bret Hart was never able to do the transition. Even though Vince put him up there, Bret was always a wrestler. He was not an entertainer. So all you're going to get out of Bret is wrestling. And that's why they had the Mouth of the South as their mouthpiece.
Exactly.
For so long.
I'll move into that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we had
was Danhausen and Hook.
The BCC went up against the Factory.
Oh yeah. And then, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Hearing Hook speak is weird.
Why?
Because he sounds awkward. He sounds a little kid when he walks to school with a gun. You know he's going to do something wrong, but you don't know what he's going to do.
I mean, we know Hook is young, but I'm not gonna lie though. I am liking the interaction between him and Danhausen though.
That's what I'm saying. Hook has no personality, and Danhausen has personality, but he won't let him show his real wrestling skills. Because I think he's just like Danhausen. If you don't know how to use him, he's just a goof. He's a boogeyman. But Danhausen really can wrestle. But you don't allow him to wrestle.
Tony's like wrestling entertainment. He must have stole Vince's manual how to make your wrestling company a global entertainment company.
You know what happened was, all right, when Cody left and took Dusty Book.
My bad. Nighttime. Sorry. Go ahead.
When Cody left and took Dusty Book, he picked up Eric Bischoff's book. We're like, all right, I can't use all these pages. I'm just going to use some of them. So we're just going to just make pretend. We still got a Dungeon Doom.
Here's the thing. Because we are older fans of wrestling, the new crop of wrestling fans have never seen these matches before. They won't do the history and look it up. So they don't know. So you can't sit here and say, yeah, they which they are. We know they're redoing the stories, but the previous generation did that too, for stuff that we didn't see. You know what I'm saying? Ric Flair, I'm pretty sure, well, one, he already stole his name, but Ric Flair stole from wrestlers before him.
Ric Flair is a carbon copy of Buddy Rogers.
Yes.
He said that though.
Yeah, he did. He knew. Ric Flair knew what he was doing. The problem with this generation, they don't.
But and you know what his problem was, and he said it before
airplane.
Yeah, before the airplane, he was
not using condoms.
Before the crash, he was Bret Hart. After the crash, he was Buddy Rogers.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Yeah. He knew he wasn't getting over as who he was, and he basically took. Hey, was that Mrs. Palmer?
Yeah, that was her.
Sister Palmer, poke your head in and say hi to the audience of two.
What up?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
So Rick, it worked for Rick. He was like, hey, this guy's flamboyant. I'm just gonna be the male pimp version of it, and look where we are today.
So he took it and ran with it. So just like, and I know you hate this reference, just like the new Rockers did with the old Rockers. They took it and they ran with it. They're using the super kicks for days. Damn it, they're using the too sweet me. That's what is going to happen, because this generation is not going to look back and be like, oh, Shawn Michaels, that was Shawn Michaels. No, it's like, nah, that's the Young Bucks now. Yeah, I mean, that's who they are, and it's going to go to the next. Somebody else is going to come up behind them and steal that.
I'll be honest, and I'll be honest and transparent with you fellas. I'm afraid of what wrestling's going to look like 10 to 15, 20 years from now.
Just wait until Kenny Omega dye his hair black and say he's the black, say he's from Cuba. That's what I'm waiting on.
God damn it.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Anyway,
but I say that because, to your point, think about when we came out. And I think, who was it? Is it Cornette that says? Somebody said it where
first
moves that were.
I do not agree with anything Jim Cornette says, but go ahead.
You're bugging.
Watch your mouth.
Exactly.
Screw him. Go ahead. Finish your comment. We're going to talk about Jim Cornette next. Go ahead.
Think about this.
I'm ready for you, bitch.
DDT, super kick, power driver. All these moves were finishing moves back today.
Right.
Now you get 35,000 super kicks in a. Is it really a super kick, or is it just a kick that you're slapping your leg on? It's a slap leg kick.
So okay, it's okay. Like something like the super kick is overdone. I'll give him that. The power driver, the reason that was held back, well, obvious reasons.
Stone Cold.
Yeah. That was why
Owen Hart.
That was why the power driver was held back.
That was a fall. Good.
That's why you like, even now you don't see many power drivers as is. Now one. Okay, so it's some. I gotta go to control your narrative real quick.
Before you do that, look. Yes, stunner, super kick, power driver, choke slam, power bomb, all that shit was finishing moves back in our day. Yes, and those were great. Now we got better moves. You know what I mean? We got
what?
The freaking Canadian Destroyer, and it's oversaturated now.
It's just a power driver.
Another move
it's just a power driver.
Randy Orton getting creative and fucking diamond cutting people out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
The ace.
So all right, I'm gonna go to EC. I'm gonna go to EC3 said, and then I'm gonna go translate to finish what Jamal's saying. So EC3, because EC3 did explain why he banned certain moves from the Control Your Narrative, and he said, like, he used Tope Suicida for example. Like he said he didn't say nothing about no one can jump over ropes or this and third. What he said the reason he picked Tope Suicida is, and I do agree with him, everybody does it.
And
everybody.
If you can't name the rope the wrong way, somebody's gonna die.
Right. There are very few matches off the top of my head where someone doesn't do a Tope Suicida, but damn near everyone has done it. Yes, Jamal.
What channel is that come on?
It was an interview when he was explaining
Yes.
why he did it. The same thing with Terminus.
Right.
The same
So
reason why they believe in
wait.
pro wrestling.
No question.
Go ahead.
What channel does that come on?
Apparently AEW.
Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway though.
TNT. You stole all the wrestlers?
Anyway though, like, so I understand why he picked that was one of the moves he picked to say you can't use. Because let's be fair, there's a lot of people doing tope suicidas, and then you got some like Dante Martin flying over the top rope and whatnot, which not many people can do. Because let's be honest, fair, not many people can get that kind of height.
Listen, when it comes to height and who can do it, Montez Ford is the GOAT right now. I don't care what nobody says.
Height for height, Dante versus Montez. But that's not a handle there right now. Back to my other point. As far as oversaturated, like, okay, better moves are good, but at the same time, and this is something I had to tell the missus, when it comes to her artwork, sometimes simple is better. There's a reason why Okada's Rainmaker is a popular move. It's literally just a twist, short arm clothesline, but it's simple and it's effective because he sold it. So sometimes simple works, sometimes complicated work, but I think it all depends on, is it usable on a regular basis? Can you get it over? And who's doing it? Let's be fair. We don't want to see Randy Orton doing the attitude adjustment no time soon. Nor do we want to see John Cena doing another RKO. We don't want to see The Rock trying to do a choke slam. We don't want to see, and let's be fair, who wants to see Roman Reigns doing a one-winged angel? Besides you, Jamal.
Listen, when Cena came out with the what was that? The stunner from the second rope,
the springboard stunner. Yeah.
Now I was like, okay, John's bringing out some new stuff.
That was John increasing his moveset.
Yeah, but
he got bored.
I'm just when you look at wrestling today, it's like, how can I outdo everybody else? And you want to separate yourself, but eventually people are going to take like before what's his name, Damian Priest. It was a running joke. This guy out at my job when he was in ROH, he was like, this guy does like 6 finishing moves in his he had like 6 or 7 finishers in his move set. Not even as a closer, but in his move set.
It's a regular move.
Yeah. So
no, we're not talking to you.
No, I just got a question. Real quick question.
Yes.
So what happens if CYN if Petey Williams comes over? He can't use his move?
There's 3 moves that are banned and controlled.
I know.
Tope Suicida.
Super kick.
Was it Canadian Destroyer?
But he's the originator.
So what? No. What if he comes over and says, "Hey, I want
to." First of all, he's Canadian. He's not that racist, so he can never be over
there. Second, last I checked, Peter did end up using the Canadian specialist sharpshooter, so he'll use that.
Did you just agree with Buddy in his first? Because you said second. Did you agree with Buddy?
Look. At a certain point, you just stop caring enough to really try and combat him. I still combat him on a lot of things. I just stopped caring enough. Shut up, buddy. Don't ask you.
Control your narrative is a whistle call.
Speaking of being combative, Warlow, Lance Archer, still in love with Warlow.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. The last thing I expect to see from Warlow was a goddamn Hurricanrana. That was the last thing I expect to see from that man.
But Lance Archer almost destroyed his eye. I know that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Lance Archer was over Japan for a while.
Yeah.
He do strong style.
Yeah.
That it seeks in there.
It wasn't that. It was, I think Lance Archer was trying to show how athletic he was, and he didn't time. He did a Becky Lynch to him. He didn't time his jump right. And
but as far as the match itself, I personally liked it.
Yeah,
I personally liked it. I thought it was a good match. Huh?
I didn't dislike it. I know people came out with a concussion, so I was happy.
Yeah, because after that first powerbomb, I'm like, oh no.
Like first powerbomb, powerbomb symphony. There it comes.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a Mike Austin type thing. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Now that's a guy.
The next guy, 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. From my understanding, he's on a per appearance deal with Impact Wrestling right now, so that's why he's not really. I
don't want to see W. Morrissey, Kaz, and construction slim jeans and them knockoff Timberland boots or the Timbs that nobody buys in the store.
You talking about TIMSs?
No, they're Timberlands, but it's the ones that nobody else buys.
Nobody buys. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's trying to start a trend.
Enzo Amore is one of my favorite characters, people, mic skills. He needs another chance.
Yes, he needs to be back in WWE.
Enzo's
big, so many bridges.
No, Enzo's big thing was his ego. That was Enzo's big problem. His ego got the better of him when he wasn't even that big of a star yet.
I can't deny that.
It fit his character.
But Enzo will tell you I can't. Enzo will tell you I can't wrestle.
No, he's like, I can't, but I can bring ass to suits.
I can be thrown across the ring though.
Like Enzo could sell, but like I said, his backstage ego is what got him in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he sure could sell. He sold that concussion that he caught that match.
If y'all watch on Fight TV, MLW, with the way that he does his thing in MLW, they need to it's masterful.
Yeah,
you don't need to wrestle.
To your point, he just has to humble himself. That's what it all boils down.
That's never going to happen.
Yeah,
that's never going to happen.
Listen, when your signature looks like a penis on your license, yeah, you're never gonna be humble.
Maryland on. Most of you don't know he's from Maryland. He went to school here. We claim him. So he went to Salisbury.
But
it's nothing about him doesn't say he a star.
Whoa. Welcome.
And I'll be honest. Now that you bring that up, buddy, I would not mind here.
No, go ahead. You good.
I would not mind seeing Enzo and MJF going at it.
Mike the mic.
Throwing balls at each other. That'd be interesting.
Yo, that would be money.
I'd watch it.
That'd be,
what's up, Aaron?
30 minutes of money.
Brother 30 minutes of them throwing shots back and forth with each other. I watch it.
Brother Aaron went to race weekend looking like Rick Ross. You're a little too urban, brother.
Hey yo, not Rose, yo, not Rose.
You too urban for Dover.
Yeah, you stand out just a little bit. You like what? 6'6", 6'6", 6'4"? Yeah, you stand out. You stand out. My bad. TV, extra foot. There we go.
But no, Enzo and MJF back and forth for half an hour.
I'd watch that.
It would be money.
I'd watch that. Like you get some it kind of goes back to when I say put Grayson Waller against the Miz for a good minute. You'll hear shots back and forth with each other because it was like ego against ego.
Because Enzo ain't gonna pull.
I would put MJF up against KO.
Hey, again,
we're not
ego
talking about
against
KO.
ego.
We're talking about Enzo Amore.
I don't see
high praise to Enzo Amore.
So who's better, KO or Enzo?
Enzo.
Be real.
Enzo.
What?
Enzo.
Y'all smoking some good Chiba, yo.
You know why?
Good Chiba.
Enzo don't care. Enzo don't care.
Yeah.
Enzo
Neither
does
Kevin Owens.
No,
I remember. Let's backtrack. I remember.
Think about this. Enzo doesn't care enough not to get fired. KO was like, yeah, I can't cross this line.
So let me
Well,
say.
okay.
I'm sorry. I said the wrong name.
Steen?
Enzo versus Kevin Steen.
Steen.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
Kevin
You said
Steen
Kevin Owens.
gives nothing.
Steen?
He gives nothing.
Nothing. When he was like,
if you put MJF against Kevin Steen, yeah, Steen is throwing shots all day.
Right.
So this leads back to the Ezekiel thing where, we got Ezekiel versus Elias. Just
No. It's what do you have to lose? As Steen, he had nothing to lose because he only had one kid.
You showed me that. You showed me a video of Kevin Steen going at Hulk Hogan. That was my first introduction to Kevin Steen, and I love him.
Can you send me that? Do they still have that out there?
I gotta see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'll post it.
My first introduction to Kevin Steen is him disrespecting Davey Richards.
It was.
That was my first time seeing Kevin Steen. He disrespected the hell out of Davey Richards. Kevin Steen gives nothing. Kevin Owens is a different story.
Speaking of giving nothing, we had a title defense, the TNT champion. I was about to say television championship. I'm sorry. The TNT championship was on the line between Sammy Guevara and Scorpio Sky for round 3.
We're not gonna. That belt has become
round two.
That belt has become actually. It's
it is round 3. That's right. It is round 3.
That belt has become meaningless. I'm sorry.
Why?
That's a 24/7
Yeah, exactly. It has become the 24/7 or the 7-day-a-week title. That's what it's become.
Actually, no, Chris. Here's the thing. I'll give you that, Chris, but for the wrong reasons. I'll give you that, but it's I want to say 2018 Intercontinental Championship.
Got bounced around.
Yeah,
that was bad.
That's what I'm giving it that. I can't look. I can't disrespect the TNT Championship that much to give it a 20% treatment. But I'll give it the Intercontinental Championship for like 2017, 2018.
But right now, that title is bouncing around more than Page did if he had to get the
Jesus.
I missed that. But, oh, Jesus. I don't even want to know. Don't want to know. I'll see the closed caption in a minute.
But all in all, though, let's be fair. Having Scorpio win it in a ladder match, it made sense because it kept, I guess in a way, it kept Sammy from losing twice by pinfall.
That fall though was like that kind of that was like ooh.
Yeah, it was. The only thing I could think of, the reason why they probably had Sam, like when you lose like a week or two later, is Sammy injured?
From that
I don't know. I know he's going. I know he's supposed to go. I know him and Ty Conti was supposed to go to Mexico.
So 11 total champions. The longest reigning, Darby Allin, 186. Shortest reign is current with Scorpio Sky, 3 days.
Yeah.
Actually, what occurred? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Black man, no respect.
Well,
he lost the highest he had was 37 days.
Anyway, but
I mean, so is it really bouncing around? It's only been inception for 2 years.
But
how many people had the belt?
It's bouncing around.
What you mean? How many different champions, or how many times?
No, how many times did it change? You got 18 times in 2 years.
It changed 11 times in 2 years.
11 times in 2 years.
But let's just go over the last 3 months.
Last 3 months. We'll start from January. You have Sammy.
It was Cody to Sammy.
Sammy.
Yeah, Cody to Sammy. Sammy to Scorpio.
Huh? Yeah.
Cody to Sammy. Sammy to Scorp. Scorp to Sammy. Sammy to Scorp.
Yep.
So it really didn't really. It didn't really jump that much.
Wait a minute. So it was him and Cody had to do the interim, right? Because Cody was
right. Yeah, they had the unification.
December. Yes.
Yeah, the unification.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Scorpio beat Sammy.
But I
Sammy beat Scorpio.
Lost it again. Or did Cody lose it?
Okay. Let's break this down.
So Sammy.
Go ahead.
Sammy. What's his name?
Hold on, real Chris.
Hey, after Cody won the belt, the last champion that had the belt was
Miro.
Yeah, Miro. Because that's where Sammy beat him. Sammy beat Miro. Remember?
Oh yeah, Sammy did beat Miro. Okay, you say Sammy beat Miro. Cody beat Sammy, but then Cody couldn't defend it because Corona, so they had an interim. Then Cody dropped it to Sammy because that was his last DAW. Then Sammy lost to the Scorp.
And then Scorpio lost it to Sammy.
Yeah.
And then lost it to.
Yeah. Because mind you, up until that point, aside from Cody, we had one champion. Aside from Cody, every person was a single reign title holder. Darby,
but Miro held it for a good period of time, and Darby held it for a good period of time.
Yeah, Darby, Brody. Yeah, it was a single. There was single title holders aside from Cody. Cody at that time was the only multi-time TNT champion. Now it's Sammy and Scorpio.
Yep. Not gonna touch this one.
Nope. He'll get it back.
Nope. Is he? Is he really?
He'll get it back.
Nope. We're talking about two different people. Sorry. Let's keep it moving.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
I know he's going with. Anyway, let's go on to SmackDown. I mean, Impact Wrestling did have something, but I missed a lot of Impact. Although I did hear that Tomohiro Ishii wants to face Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship.
Somebody's going to hell. Impact. Let's see. I didn't follow this week.
On the SmackDown.
But speaking of Impact, my man's and them's is supposed to get a tag team title shot. Hopefully they'll win it.
Who?
I'll be happy.
Who's your man's in
Briscoes?
Your cousins?
Briscoes. That's right. Yeah, That's right. Yeah, the Briscoes did show up in Impact Wrestling. They faced off against Heath and Rhino, beat them, and now they have a tag team championship match at the next pay-per-view.
Who are they going against?
Briscoes, Violent by Design.
Yeah.
Okay. Impact is about to lose a lot of good people. Jonah's gone.
Well, Jonah and W Morrissey on a appearance basis.
Well, I think Jonah's last one was Rebellion, from what I read.
Well, I know he showed. I did a couple times he showed up on the Impact taping, but I think he's on an appearance basis. Most of Jonah's stuff is in New Japan.
Hey, yo, I lost my fucking page.
Yeah, Impact will lose some people in the process, though.
Yeah. Where y'all think Willie Mack going? You think he's going to AEW?
Yeah, Willie Mack is
going
back to NWA.
Yeah, he's going back to NWA.
I can see Willie Mack going to NWA.
Yeah. Don't nobody want the Junkyard Dog 2.0?
Wow.
They don't want that.
Wow.
And here we go with another person bringing up an old person.
They asked him to do some setups.
He don't look like the Junkyard Dog?
No, he was doing great NWA though. He was on great NWA though.
Willie Mack looked like an old school player with them high waisted.
He was amazing when he was in championship. What was the
Lucha
championship?
Underground. Wasn't he in Lucha Underground?
Yeah, he was in Lucha Underground because they all filmed out of California.
Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr., Prince Puma, Brian Cage, Johnny Mundo.
Yeah, so
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Jamal's all-time favorite.
All-time favorite. He rushed his album.
And speaking of people coming and going, so we got a new person on SmackDown recently. Well, let me phrase it. She debuted under a different name in a squash match to Raquel Rodriguez. I so want to say Raquel Gonzalez, but
her name is Raquel Sher.
Sure.
Yes, her name. Sure.
Raquel Rodriguez had a squash match against what was the girl's name?
Now.
Cat something.
Cat Cardoza.
Yeah. No, I'm going the name she was using for a long time, Layla Gray. Yeah, Layla Gray debuted under a different name under the banner.
About calling her Raquel Sher, and you go not call this lady by her name, Cat Cardoza?
That's a W name.
Double standard.
No double standard.
I'm giving you her government name, Raquel Sher. Anyway.
Oh. Let me stop.
Wait, are they even married? You saying that not even knowing they're married or not?
Yo, I mean, she got that from my man, yo. That's my man. Wow.
She got big country in her mouth. Deep in her mouth. Wow. She get that country sausage.
That's because my man could cook that southern cooking. That's there you go.
He's not from the South though.
Oh, God, I'm trying to clean it up.
He's from Minnesota.
She ain't got babies in her mouth.
Minnesota.
But his dad is like like a softball legend.
Today. You said
it with a straight face. What's next on SmackDown?
Well, that was one of the things.
That guy. What?
Naomi
that was one
defeated Shayna.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Shayna broke Naomi's arm.
Of course.
Yeah, I like it.
I like what they're doing.
Is WrestleMania Backlash tonight or tomorrow?
No.
Next.
I think it's next week.
Next week.
Okay.
This Saturday shit sucks. This Saturday stuff sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Sunday, baby. Always Sunday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Because you knock it out. I mean, shit. Now I watch it like it's a job now. So
Well, now
So-
now that power's off, I mean, I can watch it on Sunday, but it always was on during my
No,
show.
because they kept because the biggest thing is they had to keep competing with football.
NFL. But you got
Yeah,
college
Sunday Night
football.
Football. Yeah.
Huh?
You got
Nobody
college
cares
football
about
on
college.
Saturdays.
If you don't
Only
go
people
to the school,
who care about college football are in the South.
yes.
In the
Oh,
West.
not only that, but college football comes on during the day, not at night.
Their big games come on at night.
But then you got UFC that's on Saturday too.
SmackDown.
So yeah.
But
So
UFC's every Saturday. Go ahead.
So anyway, but yeah, SmackDown. So they changed a match for. I will not say this entire name because I still think it's stupid. They changed the match for Backlash. It will no longer be a title unification match. It will be a 6-man tag match.
Right.
It will be
You talking about
RK
WWE WrestleMania Backlash?
I will never call it that. It is
It's the
Backlash.
legit name.
Brother,
I don't care.
Here we go.
It will
My man
forever be
Avon.
just Backlash to me.
Let's focus.
Like the
So it's
WrestleMania
gonna be
SummerSlam.
It will be
It's gonna
RK
be-
Bro and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline.
So
And that's
is
yeah,
Drew
that was based on what
McIntyre
happened on SmackDown.
So here's the question: is Drew McIntyre the guy that will take the belt off of Roman? Or
No. It's gonna be Cody.
I can see. I don't know which belt he's going to take. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's
Cody's
gonna
probably gonna take the W Championship, and more likely,
Yeah.
because that's the. I think that's the idea. They're trying to build Cody up so he can take at least one of the belts from Roman.
Right.
So
Definitely not going to take the SmackDown belt because Fox wants that Roman on their
So-
show.
So
On
here's
their
the
back.
question: Does he do it after Rock or before Rock?
Before Rock.
Before Rock.
Yeah, more like
Rock.
before Rock.
Before Rock, because you got to
By
remember,
SummerSlam.
you want to have a male heavyweight championship on Saturday, and you want to have a male heavyweight championship match on Sunday. So your
Yeah,
Sunday
unless-
match
yeah,
is going to be Rock versus Roman.
And unless you're gonna have Roman pull double duty, yeah,
Or
they're not gonna want to burn. They're not gonna want to burn Roman out like that.
well, he's our
No
tribal
way.
chief.
Yeah.
He is my one and only tribal chief.
You're a grown man saying that out loud. That's
Look, it's my
Jamal,
man.
how
It's
much
my-
are you being
my
paid?
brother, my cousin, my family.
Jamal, how much are you being paid to be on your knees for the tribal chief?
Man, I'm about to go get some Terramata and have a Zoa next.
So you
what
buy.
you say?
So,
Some what?
so you having more. So you
Terramata.
having more Samoans in your mouth? Jeez, Jamal.
Wow, why are we hating? Why are we
He
hating?
gonna-
That's actually considered racism. So let you know that.
Since you identify as Samoan, you've changed, man.
Listen, I don't
Man,
want to hear
hey.
anything about
Wait till I get that
identifying
tattoo.
like anything. If y'all heard what's going on up in them New York prisons, we don't need to be talking
Listen,
about
listen,
identification.
listen. That's a whole.
My friend, nothing came across, buddy. Nothing came across.
It's gonna be a whole different podcast that we're gonna talk about, and
So-
we're gonna get a whole bunch of hatred. if
No,
we-
Let's
ain't
not
no
go there
hatred.
right now.
You know what it's called? That's called genius.
that's called Patreon. Patreon podcast.
What are y'all doing later on, like at 9:00?
I can hop on. We can talk about it. I can hop on. We can talk about it.
So,
We can talk about
I'm gonna send y'all a link.
I was doing. Yeah.
it. We can definitely talk about it.
I was
Listen,
sending
it
links
happened-
like I'm
it
bringing
happened
my
one
podcast
time.
back tonight.
It happened 2 times.
He got
Yeah,
unlimited.
Oh wow.
We'll
That's
talk about
what
this.
she
in the
look
podcast.
like.
yeah.
We can
That's-
talk about that on my podcast. Not yours.
That's
Yeah,
what
it
she
is.
look like.
It'd be a
So-
whole, you got a friend of me.
Interesting. So this is a
Wait, what?
person WWE released before she made a debut. I don't know if you consider.
Yeah, she tall as hell. She's like 6'3", 6'5".
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Who is that?
Her name. Well, her name was going to be Raylan Divine. They released it before she
debut.
Before she ever debuted.
I'm not getting why they released the people they just released.
Money.
Oh, Dakota Kai.
But for most,
Dakota Kai
budget cuts. For
leave.
others, who knows?
Listen, if I hear Johnny Ace say something about a budget cut, and
he did, he already did.
The company is making record profits.
When I sent you
right.
it
get a
said,
little from them.
like when I sent you that was he said it was a company email saying due to budgetary reasons.
I mean,
dude, throw that template away. Just throw the template away.
I mean, it's like this. It's like this, right? Yeah, we saving money if we fired you. Like, what you want from me? Like, just one of those situations.
Technically,
like,
they're not lying. They're saving money. Sucks.
But also, but here's another thing. You're not company employees, so why does it matter? You're an independent contractor.
That's true.
Because
they still got to pay them for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
If you
1 month NXT.
Yeah.
Or 30 days.
And if you're WE, you can have it both ways. Because think about it, they're independent contractors, but
hey guys, I got a quick question. What you think drive this car? Oh no, never mind.
Brother, I know you ain't on Route 1 right now. God bless you.
No. I'm at Ellicott City.
Oh, okay.
How the hell you get back from Delaware? Damn.
Don't worry about it.
God,
you be gone. Just in case we get a cop watching, we won't talk about how fast he drives.
Speaking of driving fast, did you guys see the match between Keith Lee and Colton Gunn on AEW Rampage? I am fucking awesome. I'm banging with these transitions.
Listen,
that wasn't a good transition.
I can't watch Keith Lee matches.
He white.
No.
Wait, what?
No, he Mexican.
He didn't mute himself.
Oh,
he did. Aaron, you didn't mute yourself.
Oh.
What did he say?
We're not talking about it. We earn. We don't need any other strikes on this page. We don't need any other strikes. We don't need to relaunch the podcast.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Just in case one person watched this and be like,
buddy, I gotta agree with you. Keith Lee was one of my favorites when he came to NXT, and it's like it's hard to watch. Like
it's hard watching.
Even when he like when I guess they were Keith Lee was supposed to do the power bomb, and he just didn't catch him. It was just it was like it's bad enough AEW has botches, but to see someone who's seasoned like Keith is do all this stuff.
Well, you can't really say that because they're all seasoned veterans, no matter which company in that will botch regardless.
No, we're not talking about anybody. We're talking about Keith Lee. That was horrible.
What I'm saying is like he said someone who's seasoned. Like we've seen plenty of seasoned wrestlers botch something. Keith Lee is
my favorite wrestler botched the match and technically killed somebody.
Yeah, he did.
She should have
on the at home match.
All I'm saying is,
yeah. No. I'm talking about Rey Mysterio. I wasn't talking about Chris Benoit. Jesus. I wasn't going there today. I'm not trying.
He already
can't have nice things.
Aaron, you missed the first one earlier today when it came to the transition to Rampage. Talking about death.
No. Jamal got mad at my transition to NXT.
Just watch it. Watch the replay. Watch the replay.
Jamal got mad at my transition to NXT. He was so mad.
But getting back to it, it's getting Keith Lee should be leading that match, and it shouldn't be like that.
What do you do to fix it?
Sandwiches. This how you lead a sandwich. Like if you put a sandwich on the side and like, all right, if you get this right, you can eat. That's the only way because you won't lose weight.
The same conversation.
What you want, buddy?
Huh?
Go ahead.
I think Buddy's been fat shaming all day. You've been fat shaming.
That's what Buddy does.
Amber Moon, talking about Keith Lee. Just chat.
But hold on. Time out. I do not fat shame. I tell the truth. The difference. Fat shaming is me being fatty, fat. If I say, hey, I don't want to watch your big ass in the ring trying to wrestle. It's different. It's different.
I didn't know Biggie. I didn't know Biggie was in the wrestling ring.
You know what I mean? That's
Keith Lee. Wrestling when that happened.
But shit, I'm not the smartest person either. I'm just saying.
But what you're saying?
He's dangerous. If he holds his heart and fall down, we're not like, oh my God, Buddy fat shame. We were like, oh shit, he dead.
But first thing I'm gonna think it was.
I mean, hold on, time out. The last person that held that heart and fell down in the ring was Eddie Guerrero. He survived.
Did he?
Oh my God!
I mean, not too long after.
You know what I mean? Jerry Lawler got back in the ring.
Oh my God! Jamal, this episode is
better
getting
yet, they never stopped the show.
Huh? He wasn't in the ring though.
I know they rolled him to the side and kept going.
He was right next to
that's called.
Michael Cole just kept it rolling. Literally, he just kept going.
Yeah,
you see the picture of him looking down like,
ooh, you want me to keep going?
Okay. He's probably telling Jerry, get up, come on, Jerry, get up. We got a show to do here.
Anyway,
keep going.
I'm sorry. Did I just change the podcast I was today?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you made it.
See, now I almost did it again. I almost said, speaking of a dead man, talk about Darby Allin. We had Darby Allin go against Swerve Strickland in the Owen Hart tournament. I almost messed up again. See?
So him and his coffin drop.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I just talked about basic moves.
Falling off of something and landing is not a move.
Darby is the
it's what you do when somebody fall on you. You move.
Darby is the quintessential backyard wrestling wrestler. He is the kid that when you were in the neighborhood and you're like, let's get some mattresses and just do stuff. That is his wrestling style.
Talking about the backyard wrestling game.
I'm gonna tell you, the first thing I thought about, buddy, when you said talk about he following your move is he peed on her. She didn't move. When somebody pee on me, I move. I'll piss on your cat. I'm sorry.
This ain't the Boondocks, yo.
But R. Kelly still got arrested for something that she should have moved to. Anyway, so all I'm saying is Darby.
Technically, he didn't get arrested for that. It was his brother.
Right.
It was
his brother. And he followed the Bill Cosby.
As somebody said, Kells in the background, and he responds. But
yeah.
So when do we switch from wrestling to R. Kelly?
No, we go back. We setting up for Aaron's show later on tonight.
We can bring it back to wrestling when we talk about R. Kelly.
Why? Because I don't even want to know.
People want to put him in chokehold. Remember? Yeah.
I was about to say because we can always bring back what's that lady? The bad chick section.
Baddies.
The baddie section.
And J. Cargill.
Girls get
so apparently that's their group name, the Baddies. Yeah. Jay, Bed, and Kiera.
That's how you protect her because she can't wrestle.
It's called employing people because right now they have nowhere for Red Velvet and Kiera Hogan to go.
But they never had anything with Kiera Hogan.
There's a couple positions they go to, but you never know.
Buddy, stop.
She messed up when she was.
So did she?
I'm gonna go to AEW with my girlfriend instead of staying at TNA.
Yeah, and she dropped the belt now. NWA. It's like, yeah, we'll go here, and now we gotta help this chick that can't wrestle get over.
Anyway,
30-0.
Yeah, so it's Kurt Hogan and her girlfriend.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, now they call it 69. It's probably too.
Speaking of undefeated, my favorite wrestler in the world had a conversation with one of your guys' favorite wrestlers I've never seen wrestle before, Hook. Future champion.
That tag team is going to be the best tag team in AEW.
Hookhausen is amazing.
Hookhausen is going to be one of the best tag teams.
Hookhausen? Is that the name of it?
Hookhausen. That's what they claim it.
Hookhausen. That's what the Philly fans were yelling out.
Yeah. That's going to be one of the best tag teams in AEW if they leave it alone.
So sad to say, I actually like that name.
And to be honest, like you know who would cap it off even more, even though he's already with a faction?
Oh.
freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy would be the perfect complement to all three of them.
It would be complete. It would be complete Chikara. It's just like let them go. Just let the company ensue.
Just have them three together. It would be the perfect faction.
Because Hook doesn't have a personality, and Down hasn't have nothing but charisma.
Yeah. And then, so speaking of tag teams, the Briscoes were pulled from the PWG GCW events this weekend.
Oh yeah, I think Mark's wife. Mark's wife is
in the hospital.
Shout out to Mark's wife. Get better.
Yeah, best wishes. Hope everything works out well.
Speaking of getting better, oh my God, Trent Beretta, he got his ass whipped by Samoa Joe. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers.
Joe's. Yeah. I'm gonna need Darby to build another coffin for Trent.
Yeah. Because Joe just went on the tirade.
When they say Joe's gonna kill you,
that was assault.
Assault and battery.
That wasn't right.
That wasn't right.
So
that was
right now.
Where?
That wasn't right.
That wasn't right.
No. Right now,
it got to a point where it was uncomfortable. It was just like
it was abuse.
I would actually like to see.
I was about to trip to about charges.
Lee. I would like to see that match.
Joe
versus Lee.
If Lee can't, it got to be a short match.
Time. You said Joe versus Lee.
Yeah, Keith Lee. It got to be a short match. Really short.
That was going to be the most winded match ever.
Yeah, it got to be a short match. I would give him 3 minutes.
Yeah, Keith Lee.
Shout out to Mia Kim.
I wanted to say like you were talking about earlier, brother Buddy. If we talk about Ember Moon,
we just want to let Buddy let that. Y'all gonna let Buddy just let that joke go?
I said 3 minutes. I said, it was like.
Why but then you heard the shout out?
Because we did.
He said Mia Kim. I heard it and I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just leave it alone.
That's
be for real. I don't care.
3 minutes. Knock up.
All I gotta do is just run around. He go like, I don't think you can talk about my wife. Keep your wife's name out my mouth. Eat a sandwich.
You said keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Don't say you go ahead with the Will Smith.
All I gotta do is run around. Shit, I got enough cardio for his big ass.
Jamal, what are you doing?
I'm trying to think of something. I forgot the name of the thing I want to put up. Y'all keep talking. Go ahead.
What, his weight?
Wow.
That's what we going on? Oh, wow, only one. Well, it's too far.
I still don't see how that cat was a football player. Ain't nothing about what he looked like shows football at all.
Nah, he's so worried about being a bear cat. He should have stopped eating the damn bear. What's some sandwiches? Bear claws. Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this? Because a lot of us are degenerates, and I'm the only reasonable one here.
That's a lie.
Brother Will, really? What? Oh, really, Will? Is this
yes.
Now you on the hog? Now you on top? Like, I'm not like them. I'm not like them at all.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on. I'm not going to sit here and let y'all tarnish my good name with such blasphemous remarks.
So you know WrestleMania. Come on.
All I'm saying is, since the host has no idea what's going on,
I'm talking. Y'all said something about Keith Lee. So I said, all right, let me think of that song.
Were you trying to find out who was beating Mia Kim butt?
No, I was trying to, because he was shooting up the club. It was like, pew, 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 pew.
Oh, no.
There's really a song called Shooting Up the Club.
Jamal, what else do we have, brother?
For wrestling this week, we can talk about some news.
Because it says the song was "I'm Gonna Shoot the Club." It was by the Division, I think, or was it by Day? That was by Day.
Apparently, Jesse McKay is gonna be in a new movie soon. Probably some something called the Charisma Killers. What? Never heard of it. Yeah. Apparently, Jesse McKay is gonna be in a film. The description of the movie follows
when the old mentor of 7 killers finds out he has terminal cancer, he gives all of them an opportunity at his fortune to prove themselves for one night only to exact revenge.
Saw?
So basically, was it basically One Piece meets Saw?
That's Saw. That's
Saw.
literally Saw. That's that's not even like let me take this idea, let me borrow it real quick. That's literally the 10 movies of Saw. Like, speaking of which, we need to do a movie podcast because that was an amazing movie.
And WWE filed a trademark for Ariana Grace.
Ariana Grande?
No, Ariana Grace. And that's going to be, that name is going to Bianca Carelli, Santino Morella's daughter.
Oh, that's cute.
And she's going to make her debut on NXT's women's breakout tournament in 2 weeks.
Oh, before we go anymore, fuck Robert.
Oh,
y'all keep going.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I was going back and forth with him. He didn't block me. I feel some kind of way about it.
He's still mad he didn't block you.
Yeah, yo. What I gotta do to be blocked? I don't understand.
I do want to be blocked.
Tell him to retire. There you go.
Nah, he made a comment about Vince McMahon's mother. I was like, all right, I'll join in. Just that's kind of rude. That's kind of foul. He completely didn't block me. What's going on? I haven't been blocked this week yet.
How are you striving to be blocked?
Because these people need to understand their opinion don't matter.
Ain't that much news.
By the way, it was interesting to see Shotzi and Aaliyah on TV this week because they was nowhere. Huh?
They're trying to push people on there.
Well, Shotzi been out because didn't her father die like a couple weeks ago?
I think Shotzi's father died recently. Someday.
Yeah.
As for Leah, I got nothing.
I'm not worried about her.
What else we got?
Billy Corgan is throwing around ideas to add more belts, which they probably would have to do because my man.
Here we go.
Matt Cardona. Woo.
You only talk about NWA because I hate that guy.
Why?
That's one reason why I hate talking about NWA.
The belt collector. Why?
Because he's a bastard.
Top heel in the Indies right now, my friend.
I can't lie to you about that one. He is. Everybody hates him.
Did you see he almost powerbombed that little girl?
Yo,
the girl did.
Why y'all gotta bring up old stuff?
What?
You just brought up something old.
He got Hurricane Karate. Why y'all bring that up?
You mentioned the powerbomb, but let's let Hurricane Karate. You can't talk about bringing up old stuff when you brought up something old.
No. We ain't had to mention
it's technically the same thing.
We could have left it at the almost powerbomb.
What he need to do is protect his wife. He obviously hasn't taken Will Smith's class.
Oh yeah, apparently he got canceled on Twitter again.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yo, did you see the picture? It was
no, I didn't see the picture.
It was just a bikini picture. She's laying on the sand with a bikini picture on, like all covered up.
Well, somebody deemed Alexa Bliss's nose picture as violent.
Alexa did show a picture of rhinoplasty surgery.
It was Elon.
Wow.
Oh, we gotta talk about that one. Who gonna leave Twitter first? I'm trying to get put off. I'm trying to get the
Mick Foley already talking about him leaving.
I'm trying to get banned.
Oh my god.
Yo, still trying to get banned.
Oh yeah. Shit. I want to see what type of list. I want to be on the list of certain people.
How many followers do you have?
Let me see. My first account I had a bunch of Nia Jax. I talk about that later. But I got 83.
Maybe
I just made a comment to Nia Jax like it was a couple years ago. She's like, like whatever. It was all that whole time when JD was like, get off my when JD was actually good, other than being second on AEW top. Brother Good?
This is my people, no mine.
Dax Hartwood said that FTR match with the Briscoes was that Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh my gosh.
No?
Those two guys, after Shawn Michaels made him cry, I can't take it seriously.
Well, he cried after his match with Cash.
You know what I mean? Like
this is what I need.
Okay, hold up. Let's be fair. That one makes a lot of sense when you have like team stable or best friends facing off against each other in a highly adrenaline match.
No. We're not talking about that part. We're talking about when Shawn Michaels was talking about him, he was crying. He was like, he talked about me.
So do you think when Sting faced Lex Luger, he was crying in the ring?
No. They was gonna do it next week.
I mean, cocaine. let's not forget. Back in the 80s.
Speaking of killing people.
Yeah, I mean,
and
everyone
my
ignoring
favorite
the fact
tag
that
team
he killed Elizabeth.
And my favorite tag team in the world, they didn't cry when they fought each other. Matt and Jeff, they didn't cry.
Hold up. Time out.
That's their
I didn't cut this light on. Because we're not about to do this.
That's their one. Every time they
talk
about
it,
we're not doing this today. No. We're not doing this today. No, Jamal. No. I'll let everybody else slide. But you are not going to sit here and talk about the Hardys or your favorite tag team, where up until now you've done nothing but disrespect and attack them on a regular basis. And you want to say, no hand up. Well, my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. We're not doing this today. For one, two. I'm gonna calm down a little bit first to explain why I didn't cry. Every time the Hardys faced each other, it was in the middle of a feud where they hated each other. So there was no reason to cry because they don't like each other. That's 2. 3, how bloody dare you have the gall, the nerve, the audacity to say that the Hardys are your favorite tag team? Really now? Really? Your hand goes up, your mouth goes shut still. Really now? You had the audacity to say that to me? You done lost whatever marbles you done had. Whatever you smoking and snorting right now, I'm gonna need you to put that down for all of 5 minutes and never do that again. Now you can talk.
What a promo.
I'm the only one on the podcast that's going crazy. I'm gonna be all chilling. I ain't the one that y'all the one crazy.
I'm gonna take it biblical for you. You ready? Would Jesus forgive me for my sins?
There we go. No.
If the answer is yes, then I apologize for everything I said about the Hardys. And they are my favorite tag team. Guess what? You can't come back on that one. Go ahead.
I can. But I'm not going there right now. It ain't Sunday yet.
There you go. I've seen the light. I recognize the Hardys. I identify as a Hardys fan. So
I'm calling high key grade S Deus Ex Machina shenanigans. Identify as a Hardy fan. Man, miss me with that.
That's what I'm identified as now.
You're right.
Ooh, can we
you're right. You're a Hardy Samoan fan now. Yeah, miss me.
Good.
I let the Samoan name pass because I'm like, I don't care enough about that. But you're not going to sit here and try to portray yourself as a Hardy fan now. No, we ain't doing that, bro.
So, Will, you judging me as a Undertaker, Rey Mysterio,
I'm
Hardy's,
judging you,
and a Samoan fan? Wait a minute.
No.
Hold on.
No.
I like the Hart Foundation, too.
The what? 6 months later or season 3 sauce, you going to sit there and say you hate him again? Yeah, no. I'm holding you to all standards.
And Chris Benoit is not my favorite wrestler.
No. Here's the one. What do you think about Taz?
Oh, hold on. Time out.
Taz was the worst thing that could ever happen to ECW. Straight face.
No, it ain't. And all your fingers and toes across as you just said that. Go ahead.
Never cross.
He'll got enough toes to cross anything.
Jamal, you got some pants on, bro? I hope you ain't
no
doing this
shorts.
podcast with no.
I got shorts.
I don't need to see.
You get this podcast. I want to get off this ride. I'm ready to get off this ride now.
Oh, that was a wrong choice of words.
Oh my god.
That was a wrong choice of words you just said.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get off this ride.
Well, I want to
Get
go
up
ahead
there
and thank
now.
you guys for joining us for another episode of a Good Wrestling Podcast, episode 4. I want to thank you, Chris, for joining us today.
Thank you, sir, for having me.
Aaron, thank you for joining us today. Oh, plug your Twitters. I'm sorry. Chris,
At Be More Like Him. I'm not trying to get blocked. I'm just trying to get people to follow.
Aaron, thank you for joining us.
Follow me at the Vista on Instagram and on Twitter.
Will, thank you for joining us.
Follow me on Rage Zito on Twitter and Zito Blade on Twitch.tv and just watch and sit back and watch me as I watch the world burn.
And Buddy, thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Oh god, y'all few people. Codename Bobby. Follow me at
What you mean like you people?
on Twitter. Come at me because I never sleep. I go at everybody. I don't care if you're a bot. I don't care if you're not a bot. I always got time. I got time. I got pleasure.
Hey, buddy, how many days sober?
0 days sober. I'm drinking right now.
And my name is Jamal Good. I want to thank you again. And you can follow him at MFG The Mills.
There's no point in following him in music.
Twitter and I am active on my Twitter again.
And we're gonna relaunch the
I'm telling you,
podcast links. So go ahead.
With my Twitter feed line is something inspirational, something like you working out, and like a bunch of porn stars. I can't. So, and
You
then
know what's on his mind? Wrestling and porn.
Hey, best
I
combination in the
argue
world.
all the time. So
Going to the Royal Rumble and then turn around, going to the Avian Awards right after that. But thank you guys for joining us. We will see you guys next week. Peace.